My name's Liz Frankel and I was the project manager for the Waikerie Silo Art Project. I've lived in the Waikerie district for nearly 20 years. My husband and I and our children, family moved here. We live just out of town, but Waikerie is our hometown and the kids went to school here. I've been working as an artist for most of my life. I've been creating kiln-fired glasswork for about 30 years with my husband Clint, and I've been working as a full-time artist and writer for over 21 years. When our last child was born, I went to that full-time. Silo art's become, or large-scale public art's become a real phenomenon that people want to seek out and look at, and it's become something that's really reinvigorated regional areas. So I saw the opportunity when some funding came along and decided, well, we could have that for Waikerie and maybe improve our community. In 2017, there was a state government grant program called Fund My Neighbourhood, whereby you could apply for monies up to $150,000, and then the projects were voted on by local community members, and those that got the most votes were the successful grant recipients. As part of the grant criteria, I needed to have a sponsor, which was an incorporated not-for-profit body, and I approached Nature Foundation SA that I'd done some work with previously and asked them would they be my sponsor, and they agreed to take part in the project. The artists that were ultimately selected were Jimmy DeVate from Melbourne and Gary Duncan from Kanmantoo here in South Australia. We developed an artist expression of interest document, and then the artists put in their submissions, and it was all based around our theme of Healthy River, Healthy Community. So the artist expression of interest document took a lot of time because we wanted the artists to be engaged with that project theme. The painting of the silos was a big job, and painting a high structure involves big equipment, so it was quite a challenging thing, and particularly in the space of arts, whereby, and I know as an artist myself, you get completely immersed in the work that you're doing, but you also have to operate this incredibly big machinery that your life is dependent on getting it right. So it's a big ask for an artist to do that, and that was quite challenging. Also very expensive hiring that sort of equipment, so that was one of the big challenges of the project, was getting things done in a timely way. The whole time frame of the Waikerie Silo Art Project was around about 2 years. I thought when I originally applied for the money that we'd get it done in a few months and it'd be all done and dusted, but that wasn't the case. The actual painting of the silos took collectively between the two artists about 16 weeks. I saw opportunities along the way during the 2 years that the project was happening to apply for and leverage other funding for other aspects of the site here, and we managed to get some gardening monies and landscaping monies, connection of our Waikerie Clifftop Walk to the silo site, some car parking funds. Quite a bit of that was achieved through federal funding through drought assistance. One of the other exciting things that happened was that I was able to negotiate the gifting of the site to the Loxton Waikerie Council from Waikerie. So the capital value of this site is $600,000. So when you add on all the other wonderful support we had from local business houses and the in-kind support we had from council and all the other grant monies, this project ballooned out to a whopping $1.2 million. It really now is an asset that the Waikerie community can all be very proud of, and what we're finding now is it's developing into a bit of a community space whereby lots of different groups and organisations are involved in the ongoing landscaping, and we see it being an evolving site for quite some time to come, and maybe never even having an end date, because I have got a vision about seeing some more public art installed. And I just think it's so great when you think that it was just a daggy old site that was fenced off, not used, and it was a bit of an eyesore, and now it's become more of and developing into a park-like setting as we develop the landscaping, and it really is a fantastic new asset that the Waikerie community can be really proud of. One of the big focuses for Nature Foundation SA and myself was the theme of the project, which was Healthy River, Healthy Community. We basically live in a desert here in our region, and we are so reliant on the river, and if we don't have a healthy river it won't support our industries, which are largely underpinned by irrigation industries. So it's vitally important to us. It means everything to us here. If we don't have a healthy river, we don't have a town. Just recently we had another bit of funding that was applied for through federal funding and distributed via the Loxton Waikerie Council. We've actually had an independent standalone solar lighting system installed, so it's not costing anything to run, it's self-funding, and it lights the silos up every night for a few hours so that people can come and view the silos at night, and they really are spectacular against a dark sky. So it's just another aspect to the project, and with the intent of hopefully keeping people here in our district a little bit longer, all the visitors that come here. We have more sun than the Gold Coast, they say here. So it's fantastic. It's an ideal spot to have some solar power. I think there's lots of potential in the future to do all sorts of ongoing projects, from the possibility of night tours. Now that we've got the power system with the backup battery storage, there's the option of perhaps pursuing some projection art in the future. So I think, you know, the world we live in is ever evolving and ever changing, especially in the space of tourists and what they seek out. And I think we're really well placed here to improve our clifftop walk and improve this site, and we will have a really fantastic asset here that will be a valuable experience for our visiting public and our locals. We see buses come and go, we see cars come and go just constantly. There's a stream of people coming and going all the time. One of our big focuses now is to try and capture people, because we are aware that some people are coming to look at the silos and leaving, but there's also a lot of people that are coming to stay in our district, and anecdotally I get that through my own business. I speak to visitors, and a lot of them say that they came here to the Riverland for the first time to see the silos, but they're here for a week or they're here for 10 days and they're exploring the whole region, which is just fantastic. But there are also people that come in, I think, view the silos and then leave. So we're hoping to be able to do some other things on site here in the way of signage and promotion of what else we've got in the district, so we can try and keep people here, drag them down into our shopping precinct and into our riverfront, and yeah, just capture them for a bit longer.